Hola, clase.
Hola.
Hola.
Ah, no.
Hello.
Más. Dame más. Hola, clase.
Hola, señor.
Excelente. Okay, we're going to talk about the imperfect. Right before I talk about the imperfect, Rowan, tell me something about the preterite.
Past tense.
Okay, this one's past tense as well. Tell me something more about the preterite. Devin, if I say I danced last night, tell me something about the preterite. Show of hands. Somebody tell me. Fatima.
More formal.
It's
Right.
formal, okay. Not, I want the difference between actions that are continued. Okay, so tell me something about the preterite. Because it's completely opposite. We don't remember? Okay, so the preterite, the action is completed. It's done, it's over with, right? There's an implied start time and a what? Stop time. There's an implied start time or an end time. I danced last night, right? Sometime last night, I danced, and it ended last night. It didn't continue into tonight, and it's not gonna continue until tomorrow. It's done. That's the preterite. We got it? Yes, we understand it? Right? You can measure it. Oh, from here to here, right? Yesterday. That would be the preterite. It just, whatever happened, it happened yesterday. Okay, so now, let's go to the imperfect. I may have to review the preterite again. Okay, the imperfect. The conditions, I have several conditions, right? So, it's an action that goes on and on and on, and we don't know when it starts, and we don't know when it stops. Okay, so let's look at number one. Okay, so there is a restaurant in Nixon called La Enchiladita. Has anybody heard of it or seen it? Yes? La Enchiladita is right downtown Nixon, big city of Nixon. Yeah. Okay, and so we used to eat there, my wife and I, we used to eat there every Sunday after service. Right after church service, we knew where we were going, okay? For how long? We don't quite know, right? What time did we get there? When did it end? Yeah, we don't know. Was it for a year? For 2 years? Right? We don't know. So, we used to eat at La Enchiladita every Sunday after church. Okay? As opposed to, I danced last night. There's a big difference. We got that? Okay? So, the second condition is things are in progress. It's in progress, and it's in the past tense. Okay, that was easy to understand. Did I give you an example? I was studying, continually studying all the time. I kind of want to make a point with that in a little bit. Hopefully I'll remember. Okay? Let's look at number 3. One of the things about the imperfect is that sometimes there's 2 connecting thoughts going on. Okay? So, for example, the little girl was 4 years old when, you'll get a when, you'll get a cuando, right? That tells you there's 2 connecting thoughts. You're going to use the imperfect. And you were probably wondering, okay, give me some words. I'm going to give you some words using the chart there. The imperfect is used to describe a day. It's used for descriptions. And to describe something is used a lot with the imperfect, right? It was sunny all weekend. It was sunny. Okay? We have the imperfect with time and date. Okay? we already know the present tense. It's 1 o'clock. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock. Right? But when you want to know when something happened, hey, at 1 o'clock, guess what happened? Right? It could be 3, it could be 4, it could be 5. And so we would say, era la una cuando, right? Fuimos a comer. Right? It was 6 p.m. when one day, okay? So sometimes it's like telling a story, okay? Telling a story. So we need to memorize this. We need to memorize the AR, the ER, IR. And like the preterite, just like the preterite, right? The ER, IR, thankfully it's the same exact ending.
What's the difference between yo and L?
Nothing. Nothing. I'm glad you saw that, right? There's no difference between Abba, I'm talking about myself, and the Abba ending. If I'm talking about him, if I'm talking about her, right? Or I'm talking to you formally, okay? So it's Abba, Abbas, Abba, Abbamos, Abba. What do you see common all the way through?
Abba.
Abba, all the way through, right? So it's just the tú, the nosotros, and the ellos, ellas, ustedes that have a different ending. But they all have Abba. All of them have Abba. Okay? All of these, what's common here?
The I and A.
And what more? Specifically.
Accent to that.
They all have an accent. Every one of them has an accent. So it's ia, ias, ia, iamos, ian. So let's look at, and they usually, the imperfect is used to, something was used to happening, used to going on, okay? So, going back here, we used to eat. So eat, comer, ER verb, right? It's the we, the nosotros, ER verb, íamos. We used to eat. One word for we used to eat. Comíamos. Okay, just one word for we used to eat. Right? So, Devin, if I said we used to eat a lot.
Comíamos mucho.
Sí. Right? Okay, Jeremiah, we used to drink a lot.
Used to.
What is to drink?
Beber.
Beber, we drop off the ER.
Bebiamos.
Bebíamos,
Bebíamos.
right? You gotta stress that I there. Bebíamos, right? Okay, and here are some clues, right? Just like the preterite has those clues, ayer, anoche, we had anteayer. Okay, so here's some clues right here. When I was 16 years old, okay, so this tener becomes tenía when I was 16 years old, right? We would say cuando tenía 16 años. Remember, if I ask you, ¿cuántos años tienes? I'm asking you, how many years do you have? We don't talk like that in English, but that's what we're saying. How many years do you have, right? So we're still using the have for years. Okay, we're still using the had, except it becomes had. When I had 16 years. Okay, we got that? Okay. Todos los fines de semana, or I could say todos los fines de la semana. Todos los fines de la semana. One more time. Right? Every weekend. Every weekend. Right? Every weekend, my dad and I used to go fishing. Every weekend. Okay? Cada vez que, right? Each time, and it's just expressing a repeated action going over and over and over. De vez en cuando, from time to time. There's no start, there's no stop. Okay? We're gonna slide over here. So you need to know these endings. You need to memorize them. Just like you memorize the preterite. Let's repeat the preterite. Let's see who remembers. Rowan, AR.
Aste, o, ames, iron.
Right. Very good. You remember? Yes? Okay. ER-IR. What was the ending for ER-IR for the preterite? Iste. Right? It's iste. You went to ia. Okay, we're doing the past tense, right? I ate last night. Comí anoche.
Is it Ie?
Io.
Io? And then, I don't know what's after that.
The we. Nosotros. Carson. Sí. Very good. Excelente. Okay? So we have to know the AR and the ER-IR. Okay? Oh my goodness. Let's look at this board here. Yeah, this is hard stuff. Once we know this, and this, when I start reading you the story, you're gonna have to try and connect it. I'll leave this up here as I read the story. Okay? So, let's look at, really quick, I'm gonna turn this around. I need a bigger room. We remember yo fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, and fueron. Right? I was, you were, he, she was, we were, they were, you all were. Okay? We remember that. It is fui, fuiste, fue, fuimos, fueron. Well, it's also, oh, it's here, right? It's there? Yes. Era, eras, era, éramos, eran, eran. This tells me that it happened and it's done and it's over with. Right? It's done. This one is something was continuing to happen for a while. And we don't know when. We don't know when it started. We don't know when it stopped. Okay? We did estar. We should have memorized estar, and we took a quiz on it yesterday. Right? Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
We remember estar, right? I was here. Estuve. Right? You were here. Estuviste. Right? She was here. Estuvo. Right? Estuvo aquí. Right? We were here. Estuvimos. Right? And they were here yesterday. Right? What is that? Estuvieron, Mateo, fantástico.
I attempted it.
Right?
Butchered it.
They were right here all along.
Aw. Seriously, we're looking at that?
Oh.
I don't know what else is gonna say it, so.
All right. Okay. So here it is here, right? Where it's, you just can't tell. There's no clear picture. Okay? I look good in the camera?
Always.
Everything's in here?
Oh.
Excelente. Right? So let's look at some sentences and I'm gonna point over here to the boxes, okay? When I was little, I played marbles a lot. When I was little, right? We'd make a circle, we put a bunch of marbles, I
I
put,
used to do that too. Did you put money inside? You have to take it. Yeah, I know that
They're
game.
gambling.
I didn't do it for money.
I didn't, don't worry.
I was only 6 years old.
Not gonna lie, but I
You
was
gotta
like,
gamble at a young age.
Wow.
I made a lot of
Okay.
money in Mexico doing that.
So we'd make a circle, right? I would put like 5 marbles, another friend would put 5 marbles, another friend would put 5 marbles, another friend would put 5 marbles, right? And I go after mine, and after every marble that I could, just by putting it between my fingers and aiming it and just flipping my thumb
What's the goal? What do you do?
to collect everybody's marbles
How?
by knocking them out of the circle. Okay? So when I was little, I played marbles a lot for several years. For several years, right? I played marbles. Can we play it?
I'll be down.
This sounds interesting. How
Why
should
can't
we
we
do
do
that?
like a
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
You put money.
Right?
You put money.
But at the end of the game, somebody goes home crying, right?
So, I do that anyways.
All right, so when tells you that there's no specific time, right? When I was little, I played, and so to play, I have it up there. To play is jugar.
Oh, God.
That is the infinitive verb. Jugar. 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 Right? So, cuando, cuando, and it's not a question, so do I need an accent?
No.
Right. Cuando, and this word played, cuando I was, so let's look for I was. Right here. Okay, this is estar, and estar, what are the conditions for estar?
Temporary.
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 Like all-
Motion, location.
Emotion, location.
How you feeling, where you are, right? Remember that? So this is not a feeling. Okay? Cuando era,
The location.
you can say chiquito, pequeño. Cuando era chiquito, let's say, chiquito, is that correct spelling?
Sure.
Okay? I played, okay, there's jugad up there.
Who God?
There's jugad, we need to conjugate jugad into the past tense, right? It's an AR verb. It's an AR verb, we drop off the AR. And I don't have it up here.
On the other side.
Who, oh, it's on the other side, thank you. Jugaba. There's the Indian over there. Aba, you drop off the AR.
Who God?
Jugaba.
That's a funny looking gambler.
Canicas, así se escribe canicas.
Sounds like a food.
Mucho.
Mucho.
Cuando era. That's the biggest thing that I want you to remember. Okay? You have 2 conjugations. One is I played, and the other one is era. Okay? Now, when I was 10 years old, how do we say that in Spanish? Looking at that over there, tener, and the chart. When I was 10, actually we would say when I had 10 years. Come on, Mateo, you're getting it.
It's over there, Matt. It's the first one, bottom, behind, below.
Era.
Oh, no, that's
Cuando
Cuando
tenía
Tenía.
16 años.
Okay?
Or
But in this
10
case,
years
yes.
años.
Cuando. Cuando. Tenía. Is there an accent?
Yes.
10 años, I stopped playing marbles. Okay, I have over there to stop doing something. The verb is parar. That's to stop doing something. We can't say just to stop, right? Cuando tenía 10 años, it's a AR verb. I stopped. Muy bien. Paraba. Paraba. Okay, that one's hard. How would you conjugate it, Roxana?
What?
Where'd you put the one with the initial?
Paraba de jugar
What did you feel
canicas.
Entonces sí.
¿Qué más puedes decir? Paré.
Sí, cuando te-
Paré. I like that one.
de jugar.
Right? I like that one better. Where's my eraser? Paré. Paré. I stopped. Paré. Paré de jugar canicas.
Still sounds like church.
Now, when my brother, Rowan, what is brother?
Hermano.
Okay, when my brother, what is when my brother? Muy bien. When my brother had 12 years, how do we say that now? Had, tenía, gracias. It's 10 with an accent IA. Okay? Cuando mi hermano tenía, how old?
12.
Muy bien. 12 años. We went fishing a lot. Okay, we went. Remember, íbamos. There's an accent, so that was very good. Very good. But you just needed to stress the I. Okay? Íbamos fishing a lot.
Fish almost.
Fish out.
It's the ing, so it ends with ing.
Oh, that's what I said about
I
playing.
need to
That was right
explain
here.
this much better than what I'm about to write it. Cuando mi hermano tenía
You get a
12 años, we went, íbamos a pescar
Pescado.
mucho. Pescado is a fish. ¿Así para ti?
Okay.
Y
I want a part.
íbamos a pescar. Okay. The word lonely is solo or sola, depending,
In this case, it's not.
okay?
Ella fue, ella fue muy.
Okay, guys, this one here, she was very lonely because, okay, there's a condition coming, okay? We would say, she was very lonely. Estaba muy sola porque, and I just didn't give you a reason why. You know, her parents didn't have any more kids, she was an only child, whatever. Okay, 1 through 4, they have connecting points. All of these have continuing actions. There's no clue as to a start, stop time, or vice versa, okay? So what I need you guys to do, I'll give you, today's Wednesday, on Friday, we need to know those endings right there. by Friday. Okay? And we need to know those endings there by Friday.
That's a lot.
So you need at least 4 index cards or 4 something. Is it too much?
No, just,
Yes.
Just a little?
I thought it was Friday.
Let's ask the seniors.
Is that too much for you? It is?
Senor, when we get
Okay.
Yeah.
How about 2? 2 boxes.
Which one?
Definitely that one. And
Yeah, I see it.
let's go with Seb. Okay, by Friday. We need to know that.
Did that, ask the seniors.
Right?
When is the battery?
37.
35.
That was gonna ring in 3 minutes. Okay, let's stop that video.